How's it going there, guys, and welcome to the Weeb Lounge. I am Nick, and in this character spotlight, we have summer pecos. Yep, they're Yukaris. And if you haven't noticed, she actually has a beer mug with her name on it. Personalized beer mug. Yeah, when I was a tad bit younger, I don't think I drank enough to get my own mug at like a vacation resort with my name on it. They make a lot of money off Yukari, that's all I know. And Cygames probably does too, but this version of Yukari is not the most specialist one that we can get other than the pecos. You had those to begin with. We don't have to pay extra for those, but some people will. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the skills. Skill number 1, Summer Delight, a magic defense buff to all allies in her immediate vicinity. Also charges her own technique point gauge. So, yeah, this isn't all that special of a skill or anything. It's all good. Yeah, sport stuff, whatever. Nothing special. Skill number 2, Shandygaff. Yes, Shandygaff is actually a real thing. It's like a mix of beer and ginger ale. I had to look it up because it sounds familiar, and I know one of my friends actually tried this or whatever. Nasty. Bad. All right, some people really like it. They lose their taste buds or something. It is a large single target physical damage attack and buffs physical attack power of all allies within her immediate vicinity. Again, this is a frontline character. Keep that in mind for this whole vicinity crap later. EX skill increases physical attack power 5 stars, greatly increases physical attack power. Whoop-a-doo, nothing super special there. Union Burst, Santo Miserera. It's Spanish. It's like holy beer barrel or something. I really don't know. Sherada. I couldn't find the translation for that. I tried for longer than any person should realistically try to figure this out. Someone in the comments let me know. It's probably holy beer barrel or holy charade or something like that. I looked up a whole bunch of different definitions. Couldn't really. Whatever. Spanish, not my thing. Whatever. It is a large single target physical damage attack and physical attack power buff for herself. But she also heals herself and places a magic absorbing barrier on all allies in her immediate vicinity. Once again, she doesn't like to reach out much or whatever. If you're within beer mug distance, she'll give you some buffs. Otherwise, you don't care. Beer mug distance is a very important thing. Unless it's filled with Bud Light, then not so much. Let's go ahead and throw her into combat here. Let's see. Summer event rerun. I definitely am grinding some shards for this. Throw her in there and just let her do her thing. At some point, they need to come out with a version of her that does her union burst or whatever, which just involves inhaling shots or something, and she just passes out on the field. You can't use her no more. Be the most worthless character ever, but I put her in every group just to laugh. She's strong enough to haul a beer barrel. I mean, props to her. She does her thing. Okay. This character is not a limited character. She's going to be in the general gacha, I believe. But the problem is she is mediocre. Very, very mediocre. I mean, when it comes to her drinking skills, she's A-class number 1. Nobody's going to touch her. But when it comes to support or doing anything that Yukari generally does outside of drinking, kind of poor, really. Her buff range, people in her immediate vicinity, she really is just toasted, ain't she? You see she's drinking from the barrel before she chucks it. Well, don't waste alcohol. It's a good rule. We all live by this. But her buff range does not meet the rear line. She's on the front line. It gets to the mid, but the back line is not going to benefit from anything that she does. But then again, it's all physical attack and stuff. And most of the stuff that we get to deal with is all basically melee distance, okay? It's mostly front line. So I guess that's not a big deal, but a lot of the archers and everything, they're like, hey, where's our love? They never get none. Ever. Share, subscribe, hit that notification button down. Do you think you could outdrink Yukari? If you do, don't, because you ain't. You're going to get alcohol poisoning before anything, that's for sure. You ain't going to beat her. So, what the heck did we use this character for? Alright, well, she makes good drinking buddy. She probably pays for everything, so there's that too. So, there's that. Ah, jeez. Like I said, this character is pretty mediocre. I'll just come right out and say, don't spend your money on her. There's just really no reason to. Her best thing to use her for is to protect the front line from magic attacks. She has some good buffs and the barriers for that, and that's kind of where she shines. Her buffs and damage and all the damage is all it's support level damage. She's not going to be doing crazy amounts of damage. Her buffs can be found elsewhere in many places and everything. So it's just like this rare scenario case where it's like, okay, the front line really, really, really needs protection from magic. Oh, here you go. Throw a beer barrel at them. Have a kegger. Maybe they'll just stop fighting and come over and give you stuff. Who knows? So yeah, don't waste your money on her, unfortunately. I mean, the wallpaper's pretty good. I don't mind the wallpaper. Not one bit. But the character, if you're going to spend money, don't do it. That's my take on that, and we'll see you in the next video.